Hello gunners, welcome to another video. And Max Dowman has been making ridiculous strides in Dubai with the Arsenal squad, shocking everyone with his ability, and it doesn't seem like we're going to have to wait a long time to see another Hairline boy integrated into the first team. We've also got massive bad injury news regarding Kai Havertz and plenty of stuff to talk about. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe, hit the like as well, it would be greatly appreciated. But let's start with Max Dowman. 15 years old, he's been invited out to Dubai and he's been there with Arsenal for the past week. The Arsenal squad do plan on returning, I think, on Thursday or probably Wednesday, whenever you see this video of this week. And yeah, well, this guy, he's just got all the talent in the world. And many sources close to the club have said that Max Dowman and Arsenal, they've never seen Arsenal put as much effort into a player, ensuring they have a clear pathway into the first team. Max was in the under-18s this season and has also been in the under-21s as well. For somebody who is now 15, obviously he's now no longer 14, but at the time this was made when he was 14, for him to be in the under-21s playing people that are 6-7 years older than him, it is an absolute joke. And to be even close to coming on the sort of trip to Dubai, it's a joke as well. It just shows how good of a talent he is. I'm going to show you clips of him just destroying Arsenal players in training and destroying other players his age as well. It is just fantastic to see. And Declan Rice seems as though he has taken on the sort of role to mentor and help Max Dowman. Obviously, when Jack Wilshere left the club, he was quite upset, Max Dowman, because Jack had been a massive help for him and he really saw himself in Max Dowman. And it's hard to replace that for a player, you know. So Declan Rice stepping up into this role, taking Max under his wing, is a very, very positive thing. And here the two in training. Obviously, this isn't Dubai, but across this whole season, Declan Rice has been keeping an eye on him. And what an experience, you know. Declan Rice has won a European trophy. He's played multiple games, captained West Ham. There's no better player, really, to sort of help you improve and develop as a player. And here is the clip. I mean, this is him in Dubai. Look how he's just rolled Raheem Sterling. Quite concerning there, to be honest. That, you know, a senior winger is being rolled like that. A great pass into the feet there as well. He just looks so comfortable, so fluid, so potent with his sort of touches. He's got a purpose about him. And I know it's just training, but to be this quick, energetic and skillful in training just goes to show how big of a player you are. It really, really does. And I'm just so impressed watching Max Dowman, even in the youth games, sort of things he does. Here, this was just Dubai. But look at this for a finish. Look how he just cuts in here, whips it top right. And that's his weak foot, by the way. The thing about this kid is he can do anything. Left foot, right foot, you know, intricate spaces, passes through. He has everything in his locker. And it's not long ago I was talking about Ethan Waneri or Miles Lewis-Skelly. Max Dowman is the next kid that needs to be talked about quite a lot because he has a lot of ability and talent. And there was a lot of noise about Chidi Obi-Martin, who used to be in the same age group. But Max Dowman, for me, was always the player I looked at and I was like, wow, he's just unreal. The things he does on a football pitch, it is unreal. You can't legislate this sort of a talent. And when you look now at the pace at which Hairland is bringing in players, Waneri's now looking like an uncle. Lewis Skelly's looking like an uncle. Bukayo Saka's only 23 and he's now looking like a grandfather with how much talent there's coming through. You know, you're thinking about those positions. Max can play 8, he can play 10, he can play left forward, left wing. Thinking about those areas on the pitch and the quality Hairland is producing, it is really, really good because after the crop of Nketiah, Nelson, Dowman, Smith, Nketiah, Nelson, Saka, Smith Rowe, there was a little bit of a dry spell for Hairland. Now we're starting to see again, now these talents, this age group is really producing some top quality ballers. And I can't help but be absolutely satisfied and happy for that. But let's just talk about the bad news here. Kai Havertz couldn't finish training. The severity of your injury is unknown. It was in Dubai. Timescales is unknown as well. How bad is this, goodness? Our starting striker is injured, which then leaves us with Raheem Sterling, Leandro Trossard, Ethan Waneri, an 18-year-old, as our best options in the front three. And then you look at the bench, who can come on and be fresh legs in the attacking zones? Nobody. Nathan Butler or Oyedeji. If Kai Havertz is out for a long time, we are really, really, really in a horrible position. We really are. Complete negligence from the board. And every Arsenal fan, we could see it coming like this tweet shows. You know, we could see it coming. We could see this sort of thing coming with the amount of games, the competitiveness of training, players are trying to fight for their spot. It was always going to happen. There was always going to be a senior player, Havertz, who's played so many minutes this season. I'm not surprised by it. I'm just disappointed and annoyed that Arsenal really thought they could get away with it. That's now Martinelli out. That's now, Kai Havertz out. That is a lot of firepower, They weren't in the best of form in terms of, being the main men, but they were still senior players who can produce at any moment. Now you look at the squad and you're really cutting short there. Sterling has been quite dreadful in his loan spell. And now there's even talk now of Marino being identified as an auxiliary striker in case of emergencies. Our number 8, somebody who was meant to come in and connect Martinelli and Calafiori, is now being deployed in the 9 position. You know how dark that is for us Gunners. Our midfielder was meant to knit everything together, be our Xhaka replacement. He's now going to have to be forced to play centre forward. And I do think actually he has the fundamentals to play there strong. He can connect the play. He has an eye for the box. Yeah, he can play there. He can probably do a good job up there. But it is absolutely ridiculous that we're in this position in the first place, to be honest, guys. It really, really, really is.